Coming up on Metrofile this week, they mourn, but at the same time celebrate a life well spent.
The Obiano family from Aguleri in Anambra East local government area bid farewell to the matriarch Ezinne Christiana Obiano.
Hello everyone, it always feels good gracing your screen and I know you look forward to the weekend. I don't need to ask, so thank you for keeping it real with us. And yes, we have just one story on the show today. Joining the Obiano family, that's the governor of Anambra State, Mr. Willie Obiano, and his siblings to celebrate the life and times of their mother, Mrs. Christiana Obiano.
Yes, in a truly befitting way to honor their mother. Of course, there was a week-long of activities lined up that attracted various dignitaries from far and wide to the state. The governor and his siblings stopped at nothing to make sure they had a wonderful time. And of course, it was a huge success. But before we go to the details, I would like to advise our sensitive viewers to please watch out for flash photography. I'm Anne Nwawadu.
And I'm Oge Chukwuose. Welcome to the show. And you know what we have already, so let's get right into it. That's the burial of Madam Christiana Obiano. Take a look.
According to the holy books, there's a time and season for every purpose under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time for laughter and a period to be sober. However, it's a mixed bag of feelings for the Obiano family of Aguleri in Anambra East local government area as they mourn the passing yet celebrate a life of purpose of their beloved mother, Ezinne Christiana Obiano. Even as the agony of losing a dear one bites hard, her children receive consolation from the 90 impactful years she lived on earth. This vigil at her childhood church, St. Joseph's Catholic Church, Aguleri, kicks off a lineup of activities running into a week to bid the matriarch a glorious farewell. Her first son, the governor of Anambra State, Mr. Willie Obiano, and his wife, Ebele Chukwu, arrived at the venue to join other family members, friends and members of the Aguleri community to set in motion her final journey to the great beyond. Described as a lover of music herself, the evening rides on songs and tributes at a ceremony which boasts of an impressive turnout of bishops and priests.
Pray, Almighty God, that your handmaid Christiana, who has journeyed from this world, may by this sacrifice be cleansed and free from sin, and so receive the everlasting joys of the resurrection. And we make our prayer through Christ our Lord.
In the eyes of the unwise, they did appear to die. They're going like a disaster. They're leaving us like annihilation, but they are in peace.
During his sermon, The auxiliary bishop of the ecclesiastical province of Onitsha, Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Dennis Isizo, says moments like these call for sober reflection.
Ana sekanane Christiana sulike na ndokwa. Ka Chineke site n'ife na na meno postata. Ma ife na mbo ina Obiano wa wenye ezumike pepe. Ka bulu Christiana bulu ni na kwa na galaga. Jesu meli ebele.
Also praying for the family and the peaceful repose of the soul of the departed is the presiding bishop of Oka Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezeokafo.
Let us pray with faith and confidence to the Almighty Father, who raised Christ, his Son, from the dead for the salvation of the living and the dead.
Governor Willie Obiano contributes a family perspective to the tales of the life and times of Madam Christiana Obiano, the many lives she touched, especially during the 60 years she plied her fish business at the Oseokwodu market in Onitsha.
If I be abo Epotola Akwamozu, my mother, Mrs. Christiana Obiano. Ọtụtụ n'ime unu malia nya ejem kọmishọna ụzọ a na-alụ na Ọsọkwodo maka Ọsọkwodo ka ọ zụrụ afịa for over 60 years, from one small shop to over 10 shops somewhere nka na na-egi atata.
The vigil mass was rounded off with the Red Coat family of the physically challenged, a group who testify firsthand to the generosity of the Obiano matriarch and her entire family.
It's a wonderful thing that you are doing in the Anambra State. So I want to use this opportunity to present this wonderful gift for you.
We ask the good Lord to comfort your family, give you the more grace to walk ahead in our state, Anambra State. Thank you.
As you are aware, we have given automatic employment opportunity to all the physically challenged without exception. Before, we did a degree and BSc and HND. You know, but we stepped it down to NC and WAEC now.
As the next day dawns, more fanfare is added to the week-long ceremonies, with a street procession held in her honor, led by the brass band, parading the streets of Aguleri. Members of the community also troop out in their numbers amidst cheers to pay their last respect as the hearse carrying the remains of Madam Obiano drives by.